Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires.
4 days will quickly steep themselves into the night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned youth.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of complaints come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. This man, my gracious duke, hath I given consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And this man has bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast with cunning skilched my daughter's heart. With by a window you would scrape her against my wishes you have done. My gracious lord, be it so before thy grace you will not consent to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which is either to this gentleman or to her death, immediately provided by law in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. But earthly or happy is the rose distilled, and that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day with which my love in me, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to abjure forever the society of men.
Relax, Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. You marry him.
Scornful Lysander, sure he has my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I estate unto Demetrius.
My lord, I am as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come Aegeus, I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, look cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, go along.
The duty and desire we follow.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Chance the roses there decayed so fast.
Like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
For that I could ever read, could ever hear by Tailor history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either was different in blood.
Cross! Too high to be enthralled, too low.
Or else Miss Grafford in respect of years?
Right! Too old to be engaged, too young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends?
Hell! To choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there was sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, how quick bright things come to confusion.
Then true lovers. If they never crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience.
Good persuasion. Therefore hear me, gentle Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote, 7 leagues. And she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May, there shall I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
You call me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet ere sickness is catching. Were favor so, yours I would catch, Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I would give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
My prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to our minds we unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, the time of lover's flight doth still conceal. Through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet. There my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet fair fellow, pray thou for us, and good love grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lover's food till tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helen, as you dote on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some are, others some can be. Through Athens I am thought of as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all but he do know, as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes. So I, admiring of his qualities, love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so it dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go to him, and tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, for herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither, and back again.
man according to the script.
Here's the scroll. Every man's name, which is thought fit to all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, the play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you.
And a merit. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth the names of the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I name you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I'm for, and
You,
proceed.
Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover! That kills himself. And scowling for love.
That will call for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. Yet to the rest, my chief humor is for a tyrant. The raging rocks and shivering shock shall break
Francis Flute, the bellows mender! You, Flute, must take Thisbe on you.
What is this? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey! Please let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all well. You should play in a mask. You can speak as small as you will.
And I might hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, my Pyramus lover dear. Play Thisbe dear and lady.
No! No. You must play Pyramus and you flute Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling. Tailor.
Here, Peter Quinn.
Robin, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Sound, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince, you must play Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. You, the lion's part.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, and they would hang us. Every one.
That would hang us.
Every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I'll roar you as any twere nightingale.
You can play no part in Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
The masters, here are your parts, and I must entreat you, beseech you, and request you. Come by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without town by moonlight. There we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, our paths will be dogged with company, and all our devices will be known. In the meantime, I'll devise build properties such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be fit. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Hold and cut bowstrings!
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's fear, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall, her pensioned deep, and spots you see, those be rubies, fairy favored, and those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a curl every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone, our queen and all her elves can yearn on.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing, thou in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, but jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce imposes the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes them all rejoice. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making flight, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the village? Give milk and sometimes labor in the corn, and bootless make my breathless housewives turn, and sometimes drink to bear no balm. Mislead my wonders, laughing at their harm. It's that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Not you he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wonder of the night. I just do Oberon and a naked smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in lightness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very lightness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I cough, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometime a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then I slip from her bum and down tumble she. And Tailor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax them in their mirth and knees and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon!
And here, my mistress, would he were gone.
Ill-met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tay, fresh wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn, versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to bring their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus foreshame Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing that I know thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And not since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or rushy brook, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of the floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her overall? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my head.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would sail upon the land as in voyage, and return again rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake will I not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom, fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember!
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not. Flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, a certain aim he took, and a fair vestal, throw it by the waist, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. Oh, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation fancy free. Yet mark I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower. Before, milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make all man, all woman, madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan to swim a leak.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. Well, the next thing, then she waking looks upon, be it on a lion, a bear, a wolf, a bull, on a meddling monkey, or on a busy ape. Well, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible. and I will overhear their conference.
Not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not tell you in plainest truth, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
Even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, lose me, neglect me, only give me leave. Unworthy am I to follow you. What worse place can I beg in your love? And yet a place of high respect for me, than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I do not look on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself unto the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of this desert waste with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, how can it be said that I am in the night, nor doth this wood lack the world of company? For you and my respect are all the world. And how can it be said that I am alone when I have all the world to look on me?
I'll run from thee. Hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest has not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. A ball of flies, a dapper will speed. The dove pursues the griffin. The wild tiger makes speed to catch a tiger. Foolish speed. When cowardice pursues, your valley flood.
Let me go! For if thou dost follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple and town, the field, you do me mischief. Hi, Demetrius! Your words do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We are meant to be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. And ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Aye, come find us. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is!
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips in the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied, with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap the fin. The juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make a fool of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it with an extraneous spies, maybe the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look, thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.